Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome back. Majors Live episode 319 here on TMS Radio, themajors.net. I am Adam Hernandez. Across from me is Dorf. Shawn to my right.
That's Shawn.
Oh, camera's all messed up. We're gonna leave it on.
Sean's a ceiling fan right now.
I'm a ceiling fan.
There we go.
And then it was Adam's face.
Oh, sorry about that. There's
Hey!
We're not going to do 5 minutes at the top of the show about Sean's beard, are we?
We could.
I mean, Adam, you'd have to molest his beard again.
He wouldn't mind it. Yeah, I don't think
There we go.
Look at that. There we go.
It's a really soft beard.
I know, right?
Anyways.
You guys are gross.
Yeah, sorry.
Hey.
As I spit on the mic.
Hey, you're making out with that.
Honestly, if you actually know how to operate a condenser mic correctly, you kind of have to.
Yes, a what?
Be really close to it.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, so.
That's what the pop filter is for, so the P's aren't too powerful.
Oh, Dorf, I missed you.
Sounds like a Daffy Duck over here.
I can't even do a Daffy Duck, sorry. Yeah, I can't. Sorry. I don't even know what it's just indicative.
You youngin', do you even know who he is?
I know who Daffy Duck is, but that doesn't mean that I can do an impression.
Did you ever hear of the, I forget what it's called. It's like the something 12. Shawn might know what I'm talking about, but it's like these 12 cartoons, like these old-time cartoons that are just outright banned. They will not show them anywhere whatsoever because they have kind of that... They're racist, basically. They have, like the, basically like the blackface type thing going. There's this one character called Inky.
Blackface and Chief Wahoo, wait.
Yeah, but there's this one character called Inky that is... basically like this, like this African savage, basically. It's this stereotypical, like, the big lips,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I watched some of them, and yeah, they're awful. I mean, you can go on YouTube and watch it, but yeah, they're like these 12 banned cartoons, and most of them are like, the Merry Melodies, Warner Brother type, ones.
What's it called again? I'm not
Disney
looking
made
up.
a couple of them too.
I think Disney did do a couple of them.
Yeah, Disney. Yeah.
12 banned cartoons. Just Google that.
Okay,
I'm sure you'll be able to find it. But anyways, fan question tonight. What will happen first? The Golden State Warriors win another title, or LeBron wins one with the Lakers? I think actually a pretty easy one. But we are going to be catching up on some lost time here since we were off for, what was it, Dorf? Like the past 9 weeks?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's a couple things we're going to be catching up on. And first things first, the blow by blow. I do want to talk a little bit about LeBron going to the Lakers, because that was probably the biggest story when we were gone. LeBron James signing with the LA Lakers. Very anticlimactic, really. Obviously wasn't like the decision or anything like that.
Selling his merchandise before he officially signed.
But I don't know. What do you guys think? Going to the LA Lakers. It seemed like it was down between the LA Lakers, the Cavs, and the 76ers.
The Heat were in on it too.
I don't think they were. I don't want to say that they were.
You knew this was going to come eventually, because before he even re-signed with Cleveland, the Lakers were like one of them that they wanted him to go to. You knew it was eventually going to happen.
This is entirely a lifestyle play. This isn't about winning basketball games or
what else does he have to
gracefully, going on the decline for the rest of his career. This is all about, I want to play ball in LA because I like LA.
The thing is, too, is it's not like LA is going to go out and win a championship this year, too.
Nope.
They're not.
Dude, they'll be lucky to win 50 games.
They're going to go out. They're going to be a playoff team.
Yeah.
I think.
They'll probably be a 6 seed.
Yeah, which is going to be very, very different for LeBron.
Yeah, they're going to be a 6 seed, and they're going to get drilled by Houston in the first round. Who
Definitely,
cares?
they're not going to the finals. That's for sure. The West is going to come down to.
No, they'll get absolute. They're going to get whoever they face. If they're in the bottom half of the conference, the 5 through 8, they're going to get drilled in the first round.
Probably, yep. And it's either going to if they're the bottom 2, if they're a 7 or they're an 8, you're going to be facing Golden State or Houston in the first round.
San Antonio is effectively reloaded.
Yeah,
possible.
They got decent return for Kawhi Leonard, which I know we're going to touch on later. But
State,
Oklahoma State.
Yeah, well,
Dorf is in college mode right now.
Oklahoma City.
Did you guys actually see Tony Parker sign with the Hornets?
Charlotte? Yeah,
I was laughing.
That's a travesty.
I was like, Parker just retired.
I understood that the Spurs were done, and that was just that's
like,
just one of those.
Just retire. That's what he needs to do.
It's just unfortunate.
Yeah, it's like don't go out like that. You've had a great career with Tim Duncan.
He's going to turn into Jim Tomey at the end, where he plays for 7 teams in 7 years.
It was funny though, because 538 released they released this chart, and it was basically measuring. It's kind of like a political chart, Dorf, but they were basically measuring like which team would best help his legacy, which team would best would give him the best shot at winning a championship. What team would give him the worst shot at winning a championship, and what team was the worst for his legacy. And it was basically set up like that, like that political graph that we like, the north, south, east, west.
Yeah, 2-axis chart.
Yeah, the worst for his career trajectory as far as his legacy.
Yeah,
would have been the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Mm-hmm.
Staying with the Cleveland Cavaliers would have been best for his legacy.
Yeah.
It was also pretty much right in the middle in terms of being able to win a championship.
Sure.
The worst for his legacy?
That's exactly what he did.
No. Do you want to take a stab at what would have been the worst team to join for his legacy?
All
possible teams.
For
Golden State.
Yep, it was Golden State, but ironically enough, that was one of the best teams for him to go out and win a championship. You know, it was his best opportunity though to win a championship.
Houston?
No.
Cleveland?
No.
Miami?
Boston?
No. Eastern Conference team.
Eastern Conference team.
Who's not Boston?
Who's not Boston?
76ers?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about Philly.
Yep. 76ers. Interesting chart. I'm sure you can probably go back and find it on 538, but it was a cool chart to look at.
Here's the thing with LeBron going to Philly, I don't think him and Ben could have coexisted. They both need the ball too much.
Yeah.
And Ben Simmons is not a lights out of enough shooter where he could take a secondary role. And I don't see LeBron even
taking a backseat or anything like that.
He takes a backseat to no man.
Well, not anymore.
Especially not now.
Yeah. I mean, you could argue that he took a little bit of a backseat when he first joined Miami. But even so, that was
just politically.
That changed quick.
That was a political maneuver. That was just Dwayne Wade's team.
Yeah, that changed.
That changed in about 3 months.
Yeah. You know what's sad though? All the backlash that LeBron is getting for going to LA. I mean, they're destroying the murals and everything like that.
Yeah,
I mean, what the
every single mural
that's
people
been doing?
literally has been destroyed.
Dude, there's plenty of places around this country when they win big games, they destroy shit.
Well, this isn't Philly.
I know.
Well, this isn't East Lansing either. Burn the couches.
I don't know. What's the big deal? What? Because we've got Kobe. This is Kobe's team.
The thing is,
this is Magic's team.
Showtime.
LeBron's better than Kobe. Sorry. He's better than Kobe.
I don't know about that.
LeBron.
That's a very good topic. That's a good topic.
I know it is.
More athletic ability? Sure. Better basketball player? No.
LeBron James is incredibly more versatile than Kobe Bryant was.
You forget how good of a defender Kobe Bryant was on the first team all defense multiple times.
That's fine.
Too.
You could put LeBron James at anywhere on that floor and he'll be effective. Anywhere.
Well, at the same time, Kobe wasn't the primary ball handler either.
No.
A lot of his ability was, either A, in isolation at the end of a possession, or B, running off screens. That's not LeBron has never been isolation. At the end
I think LeBron.
He's never been a guy that you can run off screens.
You could say that obviously LeBron's more versatile on the court compared to Kobe.
I think LeBron is nowhere close to the on-ball defender that.
I think LeBron James is much more of a complete player than.
Well, we're going to derail the show if we get off this.
Sorry,
that's a different topic another day. That's a very good topic.
And then we're going to do 5 minutes on Adam's hat.
I need a new home tiger hat. I got the road one.
The only problem is you have to go to the obnoxiously big logo.
I know. I did it with the road one. I already got the road one. What am I gonna do, man?
I am disappointed in you.
I have to do it.
You have to hold out and protest.
No, I'm not.
Solidarity, brother.
I'm not that kind of protester when it comes to hats.
Except I'm bad and bought the Memorial Day one like I do every year. Hey, watch it. It's a wonderful hat. It's not wool anymore. It's like the poly blend. It's so much nicer.
They've switched. That switched a while ago.
Well, not on the ones the on field one they did, but not necessarily the 5950. It was still the wool blend up until last year. It's in the car. You want me to go get it?
What kind of
walk all the way out there.
What kind of hats do you buy?
Yeah,
the 5950 on field.
Yeah, so do I. And they changed that a while ago.
Well, I'll bring it in next week.
Okay. Yeah, because remember you said the wool ones.
We'll do 5 minutes. We'll do 5 minutes on Adam's hat.
They used to stink whenever they got wet.
Yes.
Oh, they're awful.
They still do.
See what happens when you talk about hats? Then we get that we really do on it. All right, let's switch. Oh man, I love hats. Oh yes,
I'm telling you, the three of us should host a baseball hat podcast. Like
I'm down.
4 times a year.
I'm down.
I'm down too.
Let's do this.
Let's do it.
We would probably have to call it a mini series. Do like 10 episodes.
I'm cool with that.
You want to do a quick one? What's your next hat that you're gonna buy?
Yeah.
I still haven't done it. Pulled the trigger on it, but it was like the tricolor Houston one.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking that, or just the navy with the H and the black going on the forehead.
Houston's definitely in my future. That'll be one that I would do buy. Shawn?
I have 2 of them that I'm gonna be getting real quick. I'm getting the Brewers, the old logo one,
the glove,
the glove, and I'm gonna get Mariners.
Old school Mariners?
Yes.
Like
okay.
The navy with white logo.
Okay. Good.
Mm-hmm.
For me, man, I really like the Orioles one with the white.
A Braves hat is growing on me too.
Which one is that?
It's the red logo and the
red bill,
like a
white logo, navy cap, red bill.
I used to have that one. In fact, it's probably still out in the garage right now. But yeah, I used to have that one. But for me, it's the Orioles.
Mm-hmm.
I want that one. I think that's
they weren't so bad.
Aside from, I don't care about.
Hey, I'm wearing my Orioles hat, man. Jeez, back off.
Dude, Shawn, they're on pace to
I don't
lose
care.
more games than
I
anybody
don't
ever.
Care. I still like their
They
logo.
have a 6-game cushion on losing the most games ever.
Hey, you know what? I don't care.
They are 6 games back.
I like the logo.
As Tigers fans, are we hoping for that?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah. Please, please, please. Get rid of everybody tomorrow.
Crazy part is, so the base level for wins above replacement, average team or whatever, if wins above replacement collectively of 0 is 29 wins. They're on pace for like 39.
Good.
It's crazy.
Good.
I would have to double check the numbers again, but last I looked, it was like 39.5 was their current pace, something like that. So
we'll move along here. Tiger top 10 finish in the Open, the British Open, whatever it is you want to call it.
Open Championship.
The Open Championship.
We don't like watering our courses because it makes the ball roll.
God, those were some pretty piss poor.
It looked like it played well. It just looked like absolute dog shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of comes with the. I mean,
we haven't watered in 3
but
weeks.
you know what? You know what though?
Too dry.
That works though. There. Just because you kind of expect it to be,
you got somebody bombing one off the tee and it rolls 120
yeah,
yards.
I mean, it's just that's what you expect. That's what you expect. I mean, the weather always looks shitty. I mean, now if that was Augusta, and I mean that's not going to work there, but it works. It works there. Plus, the British are weird folk when it comes to
watering stuff.
When it comes to watering stuff and refrigeration and shit like that.
Warm milk? Who the hell in their right mind A, drinks warm milk, or B, enjoys warm beer?
They like warm beer over
Yes! They don't refrigerate their beer.
Yeah, that's kind of gross.
The Irish do, though, so we like them.
Yes, you do.
Well, the Irish think the English are fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the only problem is, just by making that statement, I'm betraying my brethren. Turns out the
English.
About the only thing German about the extended family is the last name.
Other than that, nothing else.
Pure blood English. Other than that,
were you a peasant or were you nobility? Or were you in the middle?
Direct descendant of both Anne Boleyn and also a peasant at the same time. Also direct descendant of William Bradford.
Did Anne Boleyn get her head? Yeah, she did.
Yeah, she lost a head.
Yeah.
Adam, are you? No, so I share the same
fields.
I share the same affiliation with Anne Boleyn as like 12,000 other people, so it's not like it's that close.
Henry VIII. What a guy.
People's champ, man.
Yep. Hey, Church of England. But no, Tiger top 10 finish. I know everybody brings this up all the time. Is this Tiger's rebound? Can you attribute a top 10 at the British Open to anything? Anything.
It's
because before it was always Tiger just make the cut.
It's
Tiger be
around for the weekend.
Just be around for the weekend. After that, Tiger just do something on Sunday. He held the lead for like a hole.
Yeah, he did. I'm like, he did good. I'm like, you see every single
and it's gone.
Every single time he goes out and has a match, like he literally gets better and better. And my camera doesn't like me today.
Yeah, I don't know why it keeps on screwing up there, but sorry about that. Sean.
I'm losing. I've become a fan throughout the show.
Oh, there we go. That's not even better.
Wow. I need.
Let's go. Yeah, see, no, not good. No, oh, there we go.
I can't reach this for a second stretch.
Very uncomfortable. But I'm like, yes, this is a huge improvement for top 10 for him. Like he's getting better. Maybe he's kind of figuring out his game again, but we've seen this before. So
yeah, I'm not holding out hope.
I'm not saying he's back and stuff like that, but I mean, we've seen this before.
For me to classify him as back, I need to see him playing the schedule that he sets out like for 3 months straight without leaving any tournaments early due to injury or backing out of any of them.
No, that's fair.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like, definitely. I want 3 months straight. That's all I ask.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Results be damned. Now, if he misses the cut in every single one of those, that's a different story. But, results be damned. That's what I want. A streak of health.
And Tiger still brings in the ratings.
Yeah.
He has the highest TV ratings for the British Open. And Jesus, I don't know how many. Yeah.
Since he was last relevant.
Yeah. So Tiger still moves the needle when it comes to.
They don't care if he's healthy or not. They make him money.
No, absolutely not. That's why Tiger's
Nike's probably kicking themselves now for getting back out of golf.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Probably. And then they look at their balance sheet. Nah, never mind.
Look, I was cheering for him too. I want to see Tiger do
We
well.
are.
I'm
like, I definitely would like.
It's definitely more exciting with him in there than
because he's not a stale tight ass like everybody else is.
I mean, can anybody get behind Jordan Spieth? Seriously,
he's so lame.
He is lame.
He's so lame.
Yeah. Let's go.
No, I'm telling you. I think we should launch like a secondary pro tour where every single it's not the plate golf rules.
It's like Happy Gilmore rules.
Everything is like a college student section. You can
Happy Gilmore.
You can hackle, tant, jump up and down, trying.
You suck, you jackass.
But you can't physically interfere with the players, but you can fuck around with them on the tee box. You can sit there and yell at them when they're taking a shot out of the rough.
That's like beer league golf. Right?
Yeah,
I agree with that.
That'd be so.
I think that'd be great.
Golf for the not tight ass.
Yeah, I think that'd be great. I'm all in for that.
Hey, and you know what it could be? It could be totally just like a part 3 tour where it's just like crazy, ridiculous trick shots that you got to make too. So it's just all about who's clutch.
And then the green becomes like a putt green where there's a whole bunch of random stuff.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Do something stupid like that. Now it would probably flame out faster than the XFL did last time, but you know what? It would be fun.
Find your happy place.
You gonna die, clown!
I'm all in for that.
Oh yeah, you'd have to build a bunch of new golf courses to accommodate it or whatever. But
let's go buy some property and just build our own.
Know what you need to do? You need to convince Red Bull to sponsor that. That would take off. Those crazy like downhill designers at Red Bull.
Oh, like the downhill skating?
The downhill skating and downhill mountain biking or whatever. Like they go through like the favelas in Brazil down the side of the hill, from Christ the Redeemer down to the bottom. It's holy shit.
That downhill skating.
It's like just down over people's roofs, down the sidewalk. Oh, that's somebody's front door. Like
next up, Jerry Jones has been basically told to shut the fuck up regarding the national anthem policy while the NFL and the NFLPA tries to figure it out. because Jerry
never gonna shut up.
Jerry Jones is basically trying to
Be the commissioner.
Be the commissioner, like he always does, and dictate what he wants to happen.
I wonder what the bylaws are for other owners. Because is there any way could they force him to sell the team and get out?
Jerry Jones? Didn't they already threaten that before?
I don't know what's
like
the,
very
what's the process.
Like very very mildly.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot what it was though, but.
Well, it's just like, hey, they can't, like, at the next owners' meeting, all in favor of Jerry being a jerk and we kicking him out, say aye.
Aye.
29 other, 31 other owners raise their hands. All in favor? Or all opposed?
I have a feeling Robert Kraft would be raising up 2 hands.
He's double fisting.
Yeah, I just have a feeling. Well, because Jerry Jones said all that shit about him, too. Yeah. When all that shit leaked out.
Hey, Jerry, win something, you motherfucker.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't have to when he's like one of the richest guys on the fucking planet.
Who cares?
Dallas Cowboys, like one of the top earning franchises.
Well, here's the thing. Dallas, by all means, from a financial perspective, is still America's team. I mean, you could argue with like the Yankees, maybe more America's team than Dallas. Dallas has had like one good 10-year run in their entire lifespan. Mm-hmm. The Cowboys. Mm-hmm. Troy Aikman, and that's it.
That's it. Emmitt Smith, Michael Irving.
Other than that, before and after, they've been bad.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, they're not. Yeah. Yeah, during the 90s.
They won like 10 or 12-year run.
Fuck, man. I love the Cowboys then. I hate to admit it, but I did.
You were a big Troy Aikman fan, weren't you?
Big Troy Aikman fan, yeah.
It's like Little Giants.
Oh, man. Annexation of Puerto Rico. No, you're right, Dorf. I mean, that is absolutely the case. After
Win
that...
something, Jerry.
Yeah, after those players left, after you lost Aikman, after you lost Irving, after
you're going on 20 years of being bad. Yeah,
because after that, then you're dealing with like Quincy Carter and
what, Chad Hutchinson?
Yeah, all that bullshit.
Is it Chad Hutchinson?
Yeah, like
Drew Hutchinson.
Yeah, like John Kitna there.
No, Drew Hutchinson's a baseball pitcher.
Yeah.
They had Drew Henson there.
Yeah, I was saying Drew Henson was there
a hot second. Yeah. Yeah, Quincy Carter.
You had a bunch of
John Kitna.
Yeah, you had a bunch of garbage.
Kellen Moore.
Bunch of garbage. Isn't Kellen Moore still? Or is he a coach now?
He's a QB coach now.
Yeah, he's a QB coach.
He went from third string QB to QB coach in the same offseason.
Mm-hmm. Good for him.
Hey, this is what you'd be doing anyway. We'd just rather pay you as a coach than a player. Cool? Cool.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm never going to play anyway. I'm too short.
Got a noodle arm.
Yep. Finally, the Rockets are going to sign Melo as soon as everything clears on that end. Another interesting thing. I think this came from 538 as well, but they ran the chances of the Houston Rockets winning the championship with and without him.
They actually get worse.
They actually get worse with Melo on the team.
His defense is that bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And he's not totally committed to coming off the bench either.
If he plays like 26 minutes a night off the bench, I think it'd be perfect.
Which is, you're setting yourself up for disaster at that point. You're setting yourself to have
He's already been a malcontent other places.
Can you imagine him and James Harden both on the same team? On the floor at the same time?
They'd be fighting each other.
They'd be literally sitting there fighting over who took the inbounds pass.
And then you have CP3 too.
Yeah,
you're bringing CP3 back, which is fine. I'm fine with that.
Here's the thing. That's the only reason I think that it might be able to go well is because you have Chris Paul to grab them both by the scruff of their heads and knock their heads together. Mm-hmm. Listen, you two, cut it the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like this though. I don't. Not from a Houston standpoint.
Well, okay. Just look at it from this perspective. Is he a better player than Trevor Ariza? Because that's essentially the one-for-one trade you make. Because Ariza left to go to the Suns free agency. Is he better than Trevor Ariza?
Yeah. I guess. No, it doesn't seem like
I would have to get into the advanced metrics.
It doesn't seem like you're running the numbers though, or they're running the numbers, and it doesn't seem like it works out. I mean, I'm sure they're not sitting here, going with gut feeling and saying, "Oh, Houston has a 90% chance of winning the championship, and with Melo on the team, they now have an 80% chance of winning the championship." There has to be more to it than just that, obviously. Yeah. I don't know. Are you signing Melo for the sake of signing Melo and saying, "Hey, we've got Carmelo Anthony on our team, just another guy to..."
Guy's going to be in the Hall of Fame, but...
No, Basketball Hall of Fame.
Everybody gets in there.
Well, okay. Even if you take the name off the stat line and just look at the stat line, he belongs. So even by the ridiculously low standard of the NBA Hall of Fame, he still exceeds it quite mightily. So
the thing with Melo is any team he has ever been on, it just doesn't transcend with him on it.
It's all about Melo.
I mean, he's just another he's another Dwight Howard out there.
Well, Carmelo at least had some talent.
Yeah.
Dwight Howard
had some talent.
Dwight Howard could just jump.
Dwight Howard had talent for a hot minute.
All he could do was jump. He was a one-trick pony. He could dunk the ball and block the ball.
He could dunk on a 10-foot rim.
Couldn't pass it. Couldn't shoot.
Every time he grabbed the ball, it looked like a baseball in his hand.
Couldn't play on-ball defense. Played good help side.
Oh, Shawn was like, "Do you have the remote? I want to turn on MLB Network."
Yeah, he was
playing Rockies.
Hey man, Cardinals are my second team, so I'm just as guilty here. It's hilarious. Yair Molina now is wearing Jumpman gear.
All right, you guys. Moving right along, we're gonna go ahead and get into our bitches and badasses. Starting off with our badasses. Let me get the music tracked up here, and
boo! It's like we're Rusty or something.
Yeah, I'm kind of proud of myself. I think I'm doing pretty good tonight.
Yeah, I think you're doing amazing, Dorf. Don't be a dick.
Dorf, take it away.
I am the chief executive officer of being an asshole. So, anyway, my badass this week is going to be Titans left tackle Taylor Wan, signing the richest free agent deal in the history of the NFL. He is also a dick.
Yes, he is.
But that's exactly what you want out of a guy that plays that position. He literally tries to fight people who hit Marcus Mariota late. It's like the kind of spirit you want to see in an offensive lineman.
I'm like a Spartan giving some credit to a Wolverine.
I know, man. How you feeling over there? You feeling all those jitteries inside you?
Hey,
tingly.
Big man got paid. Good for him. 5 years, $80 million. What? 45 guaranteed. Good for him.
All right, Shawn.
I see a little tear in his eye.
No.
My badass is actually going to be Dustin Johnson. Dude tore it up again. Won another title. Breaking Tiger Woods' record. Pretty solid, I think.
Tiger Woods' record for what?
Most consecutive U.S. title wins in 10-year span. 19. And Tiger Woods was 18.
Oh, 19. What? 19. Okay.
U.S. title wins.
Okay. I don't know what qualifies as a U.S. title win, so.
Is that just a title?
That's not just tournaments.
It's tournament, like obviously like the British Open and all this other, like the higher up the.
So you're talking majors? 19 majors in 10 years?
Mm-hmm.
Has he really won 19 majors in 10 years?
Dustin Johnson's won 19.
No, it's U.S. titles. It's U.S. titles.
Just U.S. tournaments.
U.S. tournaments. Yes.
U.S.-based
U.S. tournaments. Yeah, U.S.-based tournaments.
It's really not that many. Over a 10-year span.
So like the Buick Open would have qualified for that.
Yeah. So he's won 19 tournaments in 10 years inside the United States. It's 2 a year. I mean, but then again, those guys play, 30 weeks a year?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Dustin Johnson plays in
international stuff, too, doesn't he?
Yeah,
he does some international. He plays in a lot of tournaments, though.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he was in that no-name one up in Canada. The fuck? I don't even know what the fucking name was.
One of those, hey, that course looks cool. Let's go play there.
Yeah, basically. My badass this week is going to be actually Tiger Woods. Coming back, making the cut at the British Open, finishing top 10. First time I believe since 2013 that he finished in the top 10.
Didn't he have a second place finish like right when he came back?
But it wasn't for the.
It wasn't a major.
It wasn't a major, no.
Yeah, it was just like a low.
First top 10 finish in a major.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. So anyways, yep. Tiger Woods, my badass this week. Anyways, though, moving right along to our bitches. Shawn, we'll go ahead and get to you. Go the other way this time. Go ahead.
All
Shawn.
right, I'm going with the NBA. It's to me, it's getting to be a joke about all the free agent signings and how much they're getting paid, and it's just the NBA has just been a joke for the past 5 to 10 years. This is getting worse. Like how we talked about our last show with Hall of Fames, how the NBA is a joke now, getting into the Hall of Fame.
Oh, it's always been a joke for the NBA Hall of Fame, but if you look at any measurable metric, the NBA has never been more successful.
Still, it's
never made more money. It's never had more eyeballs watching it.
It's
never had a more active fan community.
Hey,
Hey, this is bad in this area.
Shawn doesn't like it, okay?
Yeah, Dorf, don't be a dick!
I am. Like I said,
I'm gonna poop on your hood when I go outside.
Chief executive officer of being an asshole.
And I ate some blue cereal last night. It's been blue poop.
Gross.
You know that is now forever in the internet ether And that's going to come up at your funeral.
Oh, great. I'm happy.
Sean once famously said,
Josh is.
I'm going to poop on your hood. It's blue because cereal.
No, Sean's gonna do something. This is gonna come up in his Jabber interview next time.
Sir, we just did a basic surface level examination of your social media history, and
You think Josh?
we'd like some clarification on something. What was the deeper meaning of pooping on your friend's hood?
I think Josh Hader's having some problems. Oh, Sean, you idiot!
Oh god.
Whose turn is it now?
Yours.
Go ahead, Dorf.
All right, my dual bitches this week is actually going to be Kawhi Leonard and DeMar DeRozan. Grow up, you got traded. Show up, report, and play. You're making $20+ million a year each. DeMar, your move to Texas alone, you're going to be able to keep about $3 million more of your salary. Shut up. You're in a better spot.
But you like
Go
Toronto,
enjoy.
though.
I don't care. Welcome to it's the cost of being a professional sports ball player. You can be traded.
Yeah, that's what it all boils down
There's
to.
no loyalty in anything. You know, my employer doesn't have loyalty to me. Neither does yours. You're lucky you have guaranteed money. Nobody else does.
You don't have guaranteed money?
You don't either.
I know I don't.
Welcome to being an at-will employee.
Oh, man. Anything else, Dorf?
I'm done. Rant over.
My bitch this week is the NFL, and this stems from the past couple of weeks with this whole... Dorf and I have gotten into this, before, and it wasn't from a political standpoint. Like Dorf. Dorf is strictly business on everything.
That is my background, man.
But I do.
Give me the big bucks.
I hate the fake patriotism that the NFL is trying to push with all of this. The whole national anthem policy.
The national anthem policy is the definition of a lose-lose situation. You piss off half of everybody regardless what you choose.
Just have them in the locker room.
So the best choice is to do nothing.
Yeah. No,
Not playing is the best choice.
Wait, not playing football?
Not playing football, but not choosing either side.
Not playing sports ball?
Not accepting the premise of the question and moving on.
I just don't do the national anthem.
That's a bigger topic. That's a topic for another day.
Just don't do it.
We should do that show, by the way.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Just don't do it.
Although we probably should do that for politics again.
Yeah, we could do that too. You can pick which one you want to do it on.
Politics.
Politics? Yeah, just don't do the national anthem.
There you go.
So, when it come into play? Is it World War II?
World War II.
Yeah, so, I don't know. Like I said, I hate the fake patriotism. It means nothing if you're forcing players to do it. Anyways, moving right along here, our main event tonight, Mike Trout's play is his own marketing. That's kind of my own personal opinion with this, but this all basically stems from back during the All-Star break when Rob Manfred actually basically came out and said that Mike Trout isn't doing enough to promote his own brand. I think it goes deeper than that. Obviously, that pissed off the Angels. Mike Trout, like anything else, didn't seem to have an opinion on it one way or the other. He's just going to fly home to New Jersey when he could, spend some time at home, catch up with some family, go back to Anaheim, and kick ass at sports ball when he is on the field. when he's on the field. Let me try to get Rob Manfred's exact quote here. Let's see. Mike has made decisions on what he wants to do, doesn't want to do, how he wants to spend his free time or not spend his free time in the hours before MLB's All-Star game at Nationals Park. I think we could help him make his brand very big, but he has to make a decision to engage. It takes time and effort. That's one thing when it comes to Mike Trout. Mike Trout has never been a guy to go out and engage himself in any of this. The only thing that Mike Trout does to engage himself in any of this is go out and kick ass on the baseball field.
And be the best baseball player in the league.
Mike Trout may go down as the best baseball player
ever.
Ever. Mm-hmm. Ever.
He's in the same conversation with a guy named George Herman.
Yeah.
So why does he have to go out?
Ruth.
He probably thinks it's like, why do I have to go out and just be kind of like a douche like all these other players where I'm coming out making millions, being the best player out there, getting sponsored, making more millions. What else do I have to prove besides winning?
There's a couple of things working against Mike Trout that is it really his fault?
It's not his fault.
It's not his fault. Well, a couple of things.
The biggest thing against him, plays on the West Coast.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and that's what I was going to say.
Baseball primarily is played at night, at least 5 days a week.
Mm-hmm. And you have half the country.
3/4 of the country is asleep before he even starts.
Yep, he's playing on the West Coast.
Hey, pull a David Stern. Deny his trade to the Los Angeles Clippers. Talking Chris Paul.
So you're going to force his hand to go and play on the West Coast?
Force him to go play on the East Coast somehow. Make it work. If you want to maximize his brand, that's how you do it. Put him in the AL East.
Well, not only that, too, the Angels have been god awful.
Mm-hmm.
Angels have sucked.
Hell, put him in Philly.
Yeah,
Send him home.
a good portion of his time with the Angels have been utter dog shit.
Mm-hmm.
They've been able to do anything, nothing. They go and they spend their money in all the wrong places. They get hitter after hitter after hitter. In some cases, they're washed up, whether it's Josh Hamilton or whether it's Albert Pujols, who's bounced back, somewhat. They haven't been able to find the right mix.
No pitching, no pitching, no pitching, no pitching.
Exactly. And yeah, like I said, they're not spending money in the right places when it comes to any of this. So the Angels are on the hook for all of it. Or not all of it, but some of it. These Angels are just aren't that good. And what's his contract? Because I know we're talking about
He's got 3 years left.
Yeah.
I think he signed through what, 2020?
Yes.
Is that what it was?
I will confirm that, but let's operate like that.
I know.
Signed through 2020. It's
I know.
6-year, $145 million.
We've mentioned this before that is general manager death if you go and trade Mike Trout.
Career suicide.
It's career suicide.
He'll never be working in front office again.
But
depends on what kind of package you get.
Are the Angels entering in a situation right now where they're going to have to trade Mike Trout?
They're getting there.
No.
No? Explain, Dorf.
You've got him for 2 more years after this. Albert Pujols comes off the books very shortly. Your minor league system still sucks, but you have a significant chunk of cash that's going to be available.
So you just throw it at pitching?
Honestly, pitching, you're going to need a second baseman, you're going to need a first baseman, you're going to need at least one outfielder.
You got a lot of holes to fill.
Yeah.
A lot of holes. And this is something, and it's a long...
Pitching.
And this is a long season. You're doing a long baseball season here. A lot of your success is based on the ability for you to plug in the holes throughout the rest of the year. I want to say that when Texas was on the verge of winning a World Series, remember that deep
by the way,
team?
Mike Trout turns 27 next week.
Who cares?
Premature happy birthday.
He's still at the beginning of his prime.
Yeah, he's entering his prime right now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'm Mike Trout that I'm around for 2 more years in LA. If you're Mike Trout, do you sign another contract with the Angels?
No.
They back up the Brinks truck.
Oh, if they back it up, yeah. But there's gonna be plenty of other teams out there.
How much? What kind of contract? So Mike Trout will be reaching free agency after one free agent contract at 29. What kind of money is he going to get?
Oh my God!
$400 million, no doubt about it.
Here, okay, so let's just break it down in the average annual value. What is that going to mean?
Like a season.
Yeah,
I'm talking a season.
Average annual value. Yep.
What was A-Rod's highest?
Like 31.
31.
That's not even close now. Like Greinke and Kershaw both make like 37.
Could Trout be making 50?
Wouldn't doubt it.
At least $50 million a season.
And a lot of that depends on what I know. Bryce Harper's kind of potentially ruined his super value this year by only hitting 220.
But Bryce Harper's still going to get a nice contract.
Bryce Harper's still going to get. I mean, Giancarlo Stanton still has the most money ever at 325.
Mm-hmm.
That was over 13 years. What kind of money is Mike Trout? It'll probably be a 6-year deal, maybe 7. Sign him through the age 36 season. I wouldn't doubt the average annual value is at least $45 up to $52 million a year.
And there's
and
only
if you look at the numbers, he's worth that and a little bit more.
There's only certain teams that are going to be able to dish out that type of money.
I mean, there's
Yankees, Boston, LA, Dodgers.
Yeah.
Let's start with those 3 teams right now. Those are the 3 teams that are going to be able to go out there.
Will all be in a position to take on a center fielder in 2 years. There you go. I mean, Aaron Hicks, you're not going to not let Aaron Hicks keep you from Mike Trout.
And
hell, is he even going to still be around in a couple years?
And Boston and the Yankees are automatically going to have an advantage because you know playing
Jackie Bradley Jr. will be up at about the same time.
You know, playing closer to his home in New Jersey is going to weigh in a little bit more.
He's a Philly fan. Philly's in a good spot.
Philly's in a good spot too. You know what, Mike? You know what Mike Trout is the kind of guy to do though. He's the kind of guy that'll take a little bit less to go back home.
Because at that point, what's $47 million versus $42 million?
He doesn't care.
Yeah, he just wants to play ball.
He still is at home in the off season.
Didn't he live in his parents' basement for?
Yeah, he still. I'm pretty sure he still does. Well,
no, he bought a house.
Married now.
He bought a house in New Jersey.
Since I believe he got married, and since then he hasn't. But like his first 3 or 4 years in the bigs,
yeah,
he lived at home during the off season. Lived with his parents.
Think he had chores to do?
Probably. Go mow the lawn. Mike, I understand you. You don't want to risk hurting your back, but we really need you to shovel snow.
He's like,
your dad is quite sore.
He's like this. Here's the mill. Do whatever you want.
Mom, I'll just pay somebody to come by and do it. It's really no, honey.
No,
we're not that
shoveling
kind of
snow builds character. All right, fine.
Yes, Mom. Mom, we gotta go to the gym.
Playing Metal Gear Solid.
Gosh, meatloaf.
No, but that's Dorf.
Mom, can Bobby come over and play? Honey, you're 25 years old. You can do what you want. Thanks, Mom. You're the best.
Slams the door, runs downstairs.
Yeah.
Into the basement. She said you could come over.
Come on, man. Smiley face emoji. Sorry, Mike. Not that you'll ever hear this, but I'm sure this is not how your life goes.
Anyways, though, I mean, it's a good question to raise. I mean, because we're getting close right now.
Oh yeah,
we're getting very, very close to Mike Trout and one of the biggest off seasons in the MLB when it comes to Mike Trout being a free agent. As you can only imagine, I mean, it's inconceivable right now to think what type of money this guy's going to get. And if baseball wants to market him better, he needs to go to a team that has a history of success. Because right now he's stuck on a team that is team number 2 in that market.
John Heyman reports 2 hours ago, Yanks believed to be closing on an additional outfielder and reliever.
An additional outfielder and reliever?
Yeah, outfielder and reliever.
Bryce Harper?
Andrew McCutcheon.
I bet you it's Granderson and...
Yeah, it probably is Granderson.
Who knows? What other arm? I mean, Jesus, Chasen Shreve is not a bad 8th man in the bullpen, and they just gave him away for free.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Another one that I want to bring up with this whole Mike Trout thing. And this will catch your eye a little bit, Dorf.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Trout is an X's and O's. He is a statistician darling.
Mm-hmm.
He is. I mean, when the MVP was when it's coming down to that, and him and Miguel Cabrera, all of the stat geeks were going to Mike Trout. All the traditionalists were going to Miguel Cabrera. Do X's and O's matter with the majority of fans?
With fans?
Is Trout's lack of
remember what the average baseball fan is?
Hold on a second. I don't want to say that Mike Trout isn't a big name because he most certainly is.
Oh, yeah.
Mike Trout is the biggest name in baseball right now. I don't disagree with the whole notion what Rob Manfred is saying, because what Rob Manfred is basically saying here is Mike Trout can be bigger than what he actually is, and he's absolutely right.
He's like calling him out in public. He's pulling a Stan Van Gundy.
He's absolutely right.
Mike, we really wish you'd do us a solid if you acted like you gave a shit about the health of the league.
But you know what?
That's pretty much what he said.
It is what he said. But
we're just saying. I'm just saying.
I think Rob Manfred is right to some extent, but to the extent that he's saying that Mike Trout needs to do more for himself. For me, that all comes down to what the player ultimately wants for himself.
Doesn't need it.
No, Mike Trout doesn't want that. Rob Manfred, it's up to you at that point to figure something out in order to get Mike Trout up on a different level than where he's at right now. Now, back to the X's and O's thing. Does it matter with fans?
Remember what the average baseball fan is? Probably 57 years old.
Are we going back to an old show, too?
57 years old, white man.
Yep.
The math is not strong with the majority of the demographic.
We proved it on Motor City Uncut.
I mean,
we proved it.
The young fans, the ones that are rabidly passionate about it, appreciate the statistics side, and they love the pitch tracking and all the StatCast metrics and everything like that. That's something enjoyable because you know what? It's very much like that video game that helped you fall in love with the sport, solidified your love. That's part of the reason that soccer is misleading its popularity in the United States. Its video games are hella popular, but it's not turning into eyeballs on TVs.
No.
Or butts and seats.
Oh, I didn't put World Cup on here. Damn it. Go ahead.
Who cares?
Did you watch the final game?
It's communist. Who cares? Soccer's communist.
Wow.
Don't pay attention. He's Dorf is
sour.
Dorf is trying to pull strings with this one. He's trying to push buttons. That's what he's trying to do.
I'm being a provocateur, a shock jock.
He's trying to push buttons with me because when he said communist, he looked right at me.
I know. I was watching.
Where that comes from, my high school football coach called
it communist.
So
sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, that's what. I've totally lost where I'm at. So get
Capitalist
us back on
track.
Pig. And remember, you're most likely to die in gulag.
No, I'm dying on a riot.
Hey, I've got deep web Bitcoin funded assassination, so that's cool.
No, you're too much in the middle. You could
all four.
Yeah. You're not going to know what to do, and whatever the majority is that happens that's what's going to happen to you. No, but you're right, Dorf. I mean, the majority of baseball fans, I mean, baseball is still an old white man game.
Despite its efforts to change that image.
Despite its efforts to change that image, it is still an old white man's game who doesn't care about X's and O's. And again, we proved it. We proved it on the last show.
About stealing bases and being tough.
And again, I mean, anybody
chewing tobacco.
Anybody who finds any valid logic on why Jack Morris should be in the Hall of Fame
needs to have their head examined.
That's the proof right there. The only thing that you're going off of is nostalgia.
Nostalgia in the eyeball.
That's it. Because numbers prove that Jack Morris shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame.
Not even close.
Not even close. Now, when it's all said and done, Mike Trout might be able to end his career now.
If he ends his career now, he's probably in.
Yeah. Is he first ballot?
No.
But he very well could be in there eventually. He has 10 chances to make it in.
I'm pretty sure he'll be on his first
If
ballot.
he ended his career now, he wouldn't be first ballot now.
No.
But he will be first ballot when his career is all said and done. He will be first ballot in this. And again, another thing to consider with all of this, even if Mike Trout doesn't win a World Series, Mike Trout is still going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer, without a doubt. It is not Mike Trout's responsibility to elevate his marketability around the league. It is up to his team, and it is up to Major League Baseball. Them and them alone, especially if it's not that important to him. He's not the type of guy that goes out there and gets in trouble in the offseason, beats up his girlfriend or his wife,
goes hot rodding and
yeah,
DUI.
Yep. He's not that type of guy. And isn't this something that baseball essentially wanted? Did they want
a guy that plays it the right way?
Yeah, that plays it the right way, clean cut. And now they have a problem with this.
You're not gaudy enough.
Yeah, this isn't Mike Trout's problem. You know what Mike Trout's problem is right now?
His team sucks.
His team sucks. He plays on the Angels. That's Mike Trout's biggest problem right now.
Mike Trout currently, as he stands, is 62 wins above replacement. That puts him at, let's see.
It's better than Jack Morris.
82nd all-time in wins above replacement.
And he's going to be 27 years old.
83rd, sorry.
He's
83rd all-time.
And he's going to be 27 years old.
Guys behind him that are in the Hall of Fame, Jackie Robinson.
He's pretty good.
Yeah, he's okay. Mike Piazza, Yogi Berra, Harmon Killebrew, Vlad Guerrero, Hank Greenberg, Joe Torre.
All those guys are pretty good.
Yeah.
And Mike Trout still has another...
at least decade.
Yeah.
If he wants it. Jim Rice.
Oh, and that's the thing, too. Mike Trout has...
Jim Rice is 47.7.
Mike Trout has at least another decade left in baseball.
Red Shondrist. Fu Rizzuto, George Kell.
And more than 75% of that, likely, is him going to be tearing it up still.
You know what's crazy? Walter Johnson. So he's the second highest wins above replacement as a pitcher in his career. He's also 12.7 wins above replacement with a bat. Now, he pitched in the 19 teens. But there's a guy in the Hall of Fame. His name is High Pockets Kelly.
Yeah, they had a bunch of weird names then.
High Pockets? Old Hoss Radborn? High Pockets? What the fuck?
Good old Blue Shoes McGee. You ever hear of him?
Blue Shoes McGee.
You ever hear of him?
No.
That's because I just made it up.
I was saying, is that really a thing?
I tried to go along with it to see if you would, what?
High Pockets Kelly was a career .297 hitter with 148 home runs, 1,020 RBIs, 25.6 wins above replacement, and just under 6,000 career games.
294
bats.
294.
Played from 1915 to 1932.
What was his OPS?
His OPS career is 794.
It's respectable.
Once again, Hall of pretty okay.
Is he in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah. I gotta figure out what the origin of High Pockets Kelly is.
You would.
Oh, that's great. They play without mitts back then?
And they pulled their pockets out like Carlos Guillen and put them out.
His real first name is that's not him. Doesn't he have a Wikipedia page?
No Wikipedia page?
No Wikipedia page. What the hell?
What's his name?
High Pockets Kelly. George High Pockets Kelly. Sorry, yes, he does have a Wikipedia page. Also nicknamed Long George because he was tall.
What team was he on?
He played the majority of his career for the New York Giants, Pittsburgh Pirates. Majority of the career with the Giants, New York Giants.
Before it became the San Francisco.
Was inducted by the Veterans Committee in 1973. Finished his playing career in 32.
So he got the mercy vote as well.
Yes.
All right. But, the Trout thing isn't the only thing that, this is an expanding problem for Major League Baseball when it comes to some of their best young talent. Their best talent in general, kind of being wasted. Like I said, Mike Trout is probably the best example. Another one, Bryce Harper. Bryce Harper does play on the East Coast, though, but...
High Pockets literally just means he's tall.
Can't believe we're still talking about High Pockets.
Sorry.
He was 6'4".
Do you want the Urban Dictionary definition?
Of High Pockets?
Yes.
Go ahead. Yeah, they have...
An individual at the place of employment who's given a position of high standing but is completely undeserving for reasons of incompetence, ineffectiveness, or a broad ignorance of subjects that they are core of their responsibilities.
Makes sense.
That's not like as bad as it usually is. Or a tall individual.
But as far as an expanding problem for Major League Baseball, like I said, it's not just Mike Trout, but Mike Trout is probably the best example. Another one's Bryce Harper. Bryce Harper has been on a Washington Nationals team that just
isn't good.
Isn't good.
And he's always hurt too.
Yeah, isn't good, especially this season, or B hasn't been able to do shit in the playoffs. And right now, it sounds like Dave Martinez might be a one and done when it comes to the Nationals and managing that team. It certainly sounds like he is losing it, and I wouldn't be surprised if the Nationals are looking for another manager coming the end of the year. Up until he was traded, Manny Machado was another one. Manny Machado, though, got traded to the Dodgers, as we know, last week. I don't know where he's going to end up next season. Could be the Dodgers, could be the Phillies, who knows. But he was stuck on those Baltimore Orioles teams ever since the beginning of his career. Ironically enough, on a past Sandlot Report show, I believe Shawn's best player in baseball was Mike Trout. Dorf's was Manny Machado. So you have two of the league's best players right there stuck on shithole teams. Giancarlo Stanton, until he got traded to the Yankees, he was stuck in baseball purgatory in South Beach and with the Miami Marlins. Right now, as far as Aaron Judge goes, he's probably thanking his lucky stars he is playing with the Yankees. Look at some of these other guys, Noah Syndergaard or Jacob deGrom, both luckily playing for the Mets. Do you think JD Martinez, the only reason, well, one of the big reasons, obviously, why he went to the Red Sox was money. But
and that short wall. But
I'm sure being able to play in a high spotlight area of the country on a high spotlight team like the Red Sox, maybe played a little bit into it. But JD Martinez, rightfully so, he's tearing it up this year.
Pace to be the MVP.
I'm sure if JD Martinez was playing with the Angels or if he was playing with the Padres or the Mariners,
he'd be in the shadows.
It wouldn't. There wouldn't be as much of a spotlight on him. So it's not just a Mike Trout thing.
It's for a lot of people.
I mean, Major League Baseball, a big problem for them right now is just some of their best players being on shitty teams. Or have played on shitty teams for the majority of their career. Imagine if Manny Machado came up with the Dodgers. And I know we're talking about a West Coast team here, but that is the epitome of a West Coast team when you're talking the Dodgers. Imagine if he came up with the Dodgers, or he came up with the Red Sox, or the Yankees. Or hell, if he even came up with the Phillies, where he would be. I think if Chase Utley came up with the Athletics, do you think he would be where he is, where his career eventually transcended to? Or if he came up with the Diamondbacks? I don't think so.
Absolutely not.
No.
Anyways. Stupid shit of the week this week. This is the title of an article out of the Journal Times. Brewers, for fans, winning is more important than haters' comments. Now, I know some of the big stories this past these past week has been player goes out, has a career game, plays well.
Walks back into a shitstorm.
Yep, walks back into a media firestorm from past things that have happened on social media. Who was the Braves pitcher?
Sean Newcomb.
Sean Newcomb.
Was out away from a no-hitter last night.
Yep, out away from a no-hitter.
First thing he's asked when he gets to the podium. Oh, hey, by the way, when you were a teenager, you were an asshole. Your thoughts?
There's another one, too.
Josh Hader?
I said Josh Hader. There was one other one. Shit, I can't remember.
Look it up.
I had it written down, but anyways, as far as Josh Hader goes, look, I have no problem with your team with wanting your team to win. Obviously, I want my teams to win. I want the Tigers to win. I want the Lions to win. Dorf wants the Spartans to win. Shawn wants the Michigan to win.
I just want to watch the whole word burn.
I have no problem with that. My problem, though, the other night with
Trey Turner.
Trey Turner.
Oh, yeah.
My problem the other night with what happened with Hader coming back after those comments was the Brewers fans getting up and, oh, Josh, we love you. Standing ovation as he's coming into the game. Look, I understand the stupid kid mentality here from the past. It's not like Josh Hader was 13 years old or 14 years old when he said this stuff.
17 or 18 at the time.
No problem with like I said, with fans wanting teams to win. But you don't have to sit here and give the guy a standing ovation as he's coming into a game after saying it. It wasn't just homophobic slurs that he was. I believe he was using racial slurs as well in some of these. You know the difference between right and wrong. And again, there's another argument to be made with all of this on whether or not you should let bygones be bygones. You know, when is enough time to let this go? I get there's an argument out there for that. What I'm talking about here for Stupid Shit of the Week is fans being as forgiving when it comes to something like this as opposed to booing somebody when they are kneeling during a national anthem. Double standard here? Or maybe it's because Josh Hader's white and the majority of NFL players that are kneeling are black? Would this have been different if Josh Hader was Hispanic or an African American and he was going out and talking about honky this, I hate white people, this and that with the homophobic slurs? Would it have been different then? Would he still be getting a standing ovation then from Brewers fans? Now, I know when before this came up, I know that, we're kind of taking this, in a variety of different directions when it came to this comment. Mm-hmm. Dorf, you mentioned something before the show came on that I thought made a lot of sense. If you're a player agent,
oh yeah,
and this is something that player agents take note of this. Go ahead, Dorf.
Do your job. This is the first thing you should do on taking a new client. Hi, I need your passwords. I'm going to save you a lot of grief in the future. We're going to scrub anything that might be, problematic or defamatory. Thank you. It's part of what we do here for you at ABC Agency. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, smart thing to do. You avoid it all. Yeah. You get out.
You were a dipshit kid. Well, let's make it harder for the world to find that out.
You get out in front of it in some sense.
Or here's the other thing. Just don't do it in the first place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Don't be stupid.
Don't be stupid. Hey, never put anything on the internet that you don't want your grandma to read.
Like poop and blue poop on your
head. Shawn, congratulations. I hope you never run for office. Or else you're going to have Sacha Baron Cohen coming out.
Did you see the thing he did with Roy Moore?
I didn't see that one.
Oh, it's so funny.
I didn't see that one. I got to watch that one, though. Did you see...
Do you want the gist of it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so he comes into him as an Israeli R&D manufacturer, whatever. Uh-huh. He's got Roy Moore convinced that there's this sensor thing that he's got that detects some enzyme that's only found in people who are pedophiles, and he tests it on him, and the sensor reader starts going nuts. Oh, it must be broken. Oh no, it's not.
What did Roy Moore do?
He's like, well, you guys suck at R&D, and so it must be wrong. I've never been accused of that. I've been married forever. I've never been accused of anything like that, and this conversation's over.
God,
I'm a friend to Israel and all, but this ain't worth it.
How does he get over on these guys? It is amazing his ability to do this.
Did you see he got somebody in Georgia with a state rep in Georgia?
Yes.
Well, he got him to he got primaried and lost, so he was done in 5 months anyway, but he got him to resign for getting him to do a very, very bad.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah,
I saw that one.
Bad.
Did you see the Kingman, Arizona one?
No. What happened to Kingman, Arizona?
He went as like some type of presenter saying that, there's going to be, you guys all for, a large influx of money coming into your community. They're all cheering and everything. And he's like, all right, well, this large influx is going to be coming by way of, they're going to be building the largest mosque outside of the Middle East right here in your town. He's like sitting there clapping. Who's all for that? And these all these, and they're all total racists and xenophobes. They're like, oh, you hear the groans and everything. And it's like, when you said mosque, you lost us. And he's like, and he just keeps on going. He's like not listening to a word they're saying. He's just talking about how
he's giving it the hard sell.
he just keeps on giving it the hard sell. He's like, okay, you guys are going to have, the choice of 2 different designs here of what this mosque is going to look like. And the first one was just like this ridiculous, just huge mosque, like right in the center of their town. He's like, okay, here's option number 1. And they're just all booing it and everything. And he's like, okay, here's number 2. And he's even bigger and just more ridiculous than the first one. And he's like, okay, so who's all for option number 1? And they're like, no, we don't want any of it. He's like, okay, so I assume you're for option 2 then. He's like, well, don't worry. This isn't going to be paid. This isn't going to be paid for by you. This is going to be paid for
by Saudi oil money or something.
By primarily the Saudi government. And they're like, oh, yeah. And then he's like, and then another small percentage is going to be the Clinton Foundation. Oh, but yeah. Sean, did you see any of this?
No,
oh, my God. Go watch. You get Showtime? No? Go on YouTube. You'll be able to find
This
this.
is America.
Who is America?
Who is America?
Yeah. Oh, my God. It's great.
Well, apparently there was an article written, I believe it was in National Review, about some guy who was propositioned by Sacha Baron Cohen to like try and get a congressman or something that he used to work for to do kind of the same thing that they got the guy in Georgia for, trying to give him this friend to Israel or whatever. And he figured it out before he introduced the idea of the congressman or whatever and cut it off. Did you see the gun store that he tried to go in and try and do something like that? They had him like pegged within the first 30 seconds. Like, oh, you're that Borat guy, aren't you? Shit.
See ya. But yeah, anybody who hasn't seen it yet, go watch some of those episodes of Who is America. It's gold.
Yes.
It is gold.
Learn to laugh at your own side. It's fucking hilarious.
Yep. Anyways. Anything else you guys want to add? Stupid shit of the week? No?
Hand, foot, and mouth disease is on the rise.
Yeah.
Is it?
It is.
This article I just saw right here from Fox 47 in Lansing said so.
Mm-hmm.
Jacob DeGrom.
It's all your fault, man.
As Noah Syndergaard.
It was Noah Syndergaard,
Noah
sorry.
Syndergaard volunteering with kids
Yep.
during the All-Star break. It's hand, foot, and mouth. Whoops.
Is this because of anti-vaxxers?
I don't know if that has anything to do with it.
No, I don't think there's a vaccination for hand, foot, and mouth disease.
I don't think there is.
Vaccinate your kids.
Yeah, idiots. What else do we have here? Fan question, you guys. What do you guys think? What happens first? Golden State Warriors win another title. LeBron wins one with the Lakers. What comes first?
Golden State Warriors win another title.
Yeah, this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, Golden State will probably win one this year. They've got, we haven't mentioned this. They got D Boogie.
Yeah.
Holy
Boogie
shit.
Boogie Cousins. No, he's not
They got
going
him
to be
super cheap.
He ain't gonna be ready to play till January. But
Still, they got him
Still.
super cheap.
Yeah.
$5 million.
there literally is not going to be enough ball to go around.
I don't know. They're gonna
score like 150 points.
They'll make it work somehow. It's so great that LeBron goes to LA and all of a sudden the Warriors.
Hey, DeMarcus, what you doing?
I'm playing for you guys. That's what I'm doing.
You want to come win a championship? Yeah, sure. All right, come on down.
Yeah.
Yeah, for $25 million less than you're worth.
Yeah.
Hey, if it doesn't work out this year,
yeah, you can go get paid next year.
Go get paid next year. But yeah, Golden State Warriors definitely winning a title before LeBron wins one with the Lakers. Lakers are arguably 2 years away still.
They're 2 players away still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 high-level players away.
Can you say at least another off season? Who knows what they do next off season? I don't know who's coming. Who's going to be
who's up and
everything.
And yada, yada.
But anyways, next year. Who's going to be off next year? Oh, Kawhi's going to be a free agent next year or next offseason. He can go to LA. Paul George is another one. I think it's going to be. Oh yeah, he did resign. Yep, he signed a 4-year deal with the.
Say Kevin Durant maybe depends on if he takes his.
He can take an opt out.
Yeah, he can take an opt out to go to LA.
Well, apparently, Golden State wasn't sure until like his post championship press conference that he was intended to resign.
Oh yeah,
they had no idea.
I would say if they need a center, they can go after DeAndre Johnson after.
Who? You mean Jordan?
Jordan, not Johnson. Jordan.
DeAndre Jordan sucks.
He's got paid $22 million for 1 year from Dallas.
DeAndre Jordan sucks.
Hey, he's a free agent. He's making the money.
All right, Sean, what's in the news this week?
All right. Since we've been off, Todd Gurley's got paid pretty good. We'll have to
get paid.
4 years, $60 million.
Yeah, he deserves it.
Yeah.
Bell didn't get paid.
I was going to say, what do you think Elliott, Bell, and Johnson are going to get if that happens?
Bell's going to be 29?
Mm-hmm.
That sucks. Gurley's still only 24, so he got paid.
Mm-hmm.
Bell's going to be very disappointed in what his return is.
At the same time, if you got to look at it, he made, the final year of his rookie deal was $12 million. In the last 2 years, he's made like 17 a pop, so it's not like he's poor.
No.
He's just not going to get $80 million.
I think he's just overvalued himself.
Mm-hmm.
Or I think the Steelers have been cheap asses.
Well, they've been cheap asses, but I think he's also overvaluing.
Yeah, true.
I don't know. That's what happens though when you set the market. You never want to be the first guy to sign.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna be better for Elliott and Le'Veon Bell, even though I think Le'Veon Bell's not gonna get exactly what he wants.
Yeah, he's to the middle to the back end of his prime. He's not gonna get what he
well,
wants.
Well, I mean, your prime in football is much different than your prime in baseball.
Right.
I mean, he's 30. You're on the downside of your career once you hit 30.
Especially as a running back.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. What else do we have, Sean?
Somebody just sign Des Bryant. Just get this shit over with.
No, he's done.
Somebody's gonna.
I bet you never plays another down in the league.
Are you serious?
You really think so?
Yeah, he's been Terrell Owens.
Really?
Wow.
You
don't think he's gonna play anywhere?
I bet you Cleveland signs him.
He is too much of a pain in the ass.
Cleveland will sign him.
It's not worth it. He's a cancer. Jerry's the only one that would have put up for as long as he did.
You don't think he could go to like New England or something?
Sorry, he doesn't. He hasn't been able to get open.
He won't go to. He won't go to New England. I guarantee.
Sorry, he's athletic. He's athletically passed. He's a pain in the ass. It's not like he's one of those guys that's going to get open with his brain. He's never been that guy. He was always the guy at the beginning of his career that burned past people, and then he just beat up on people, and now he can't do either. Look at it. He couldn't get open last year.
Yeah.
Could get open really the year before.
No.
He's done. I bet you he never plays another down in the league.
Wow.
It's a
bold statement from Dorf.
It's a very bold statement.
Done. Not worth it.
Well, keep a note of that. Let's see what happens.
Yeah,
Let's see what happens going forward with that.
Definitely.
That's definitely an interesting take from Dorf there. Keep going, Sean.
Sam Darnold signed a rookie deal finally. 4 years, $30 million, $20 million signing bonus.
Yeah, he ain't gonna play it down this.
Yeah, he probably won't play it.
Yeah, McCown will play.
I'm not too up on Darnold either. I don't really like him.
McCown will play all year. Darnold, it'll be Darnold's team.
No, it is.
Year.
It is the Jets though.
Well, their offensive line still blows, so McCown's going to get broken in half.
Well, I think they're prone too for making the knee jerk and getting their guy in there early.
Yeah.
I mean, they got Teddy Bridgewater too.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah, I forgot they signed him to a 1 year deal.
Teddy Bridgewater, Bryce Petty.
I totally forgot about that.
What else, Sean?
The trade deadline for the MLB is less than 18 hours away. We already talked quite a bit about it, but see where big thing Chris Archer we've been watching, see where he's going to land. So who else? Who else is out there still?
Bryce Harper.
Yeah, Bryce Harper.
Lots of guys have moved today. Quite a few.
A lot of small stuff. Nothing crazy.
Andrew McCutchen, they're talking about moving, sticking with the Giants. They said they're not going to be moving Madison Bumgarner.
What about Evan Longoria?
I haven't heard anything about Evan Longoria.
Longoria's on the DL, isn't he? Didn't he just go on the DL or no?
He was in the lineup yesterday.
Was he? Maybe not.
Mets have said they're
the big closer trade in the AL today. Roberto Osuna from the Blue Jays off to Houston for Ken Giles and 2 minor leaguers. So
That's gonna be good.
Houston's. Have you seen the stats this year in Houston's bullpen?
Mm-mm.
They've got 4 guys that the ERA is under 2.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Same thing with the Athletics.
Ken Giles was the worst out of their entire bullpen, and his ERA was like 4.3.
The Athletics have 3 pitchers under 2 in their bullpen. That's why they're winning. Their bullpen's carrying their starters.
God, that's gonna be a fight in the American League playoffs this year.
Well, the Mariners were freaking surging at the beginning of the year, and now all of a sudden they're like, "Oh shit, look out!"
Yeah.
The A's are something like 28-7 in the last.
Yeah,
30
American League is shaping up to be a dogfight here towards the end.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, the Yankees are winning like 62, 63% of their